filling up my hard drive. And we'll do the intro.
Betwixt the raising of the undying emperor and the great planar war that shook the heavens, there was an age of contradiction, where cannons won kingdoms and muskets kept the peace, a brave few won the hearts of the conquered and conquerors alike. Of these we speak of the decline of the great kingdoms and cultures under the heel of empire. Of those we speak of gladiators and the untold thousands that worshipped them. Of this an age of glory, where kings would be slaves and a gladiator would be king.
Like a weird consciousness behind the dungeon. Little mini pocket dimensions. Cool. Right. Saturday D&D, here we come. I am unmuting the mics. Hot mics. Hot mics.
Ooh.
Good afternoon and welcome to Die Dragon Die Presents the Dread and Circus Campaign Season 2, Episode 15. I'm your DM and host, Marty, joined by Ahmed, Mark, and Adam. How is everyone doing today? Let's get Mark's face in here because he joined the call late. Let's see.
I'm sorry.
That's alright, that's alright, that's alright. There's Mark. Mark's the chair.
My dog's going nuts outside out here.
That's right. How is everyone doing today?
So, I just went upstairs going, my turkey burritos didn't quite do what I needed them to do. And went, let's grab a snack food. And I don't have any snack foods. So I'm microwaving a lunch, so we'll see how that goes. And then I'm left with, like, stuffing or cooking fish. So I have planned my sustenance poorly.
That's what you Uber Eats or.
I dealt with my situation.
That is some piss poor adulting there, Adam. Feeding yourself is step one.
Well,
I dealt with this problem by throwing talents at it.
You threw talents at it, yeah.
Japanese food.
Well, the thing
and
is,
accoutrements. They are with me in the basement.
Why do you need 2 bottles of VH sauce?
Well, sir, one is teriyaki, of course.
Okay.
And the other one is fabled soy sauce. Come on. Get your shit together.
All right.
That
I'm that way
voice
with
needs
ketchup.
to be-
I'm like ketchup and everything.
it's the Cartman Light.
There are entire meals. There are entire meals for me. Like, ooh, it's a ketchup meal.
Yeah. Well, I've been doing good. I've got all the stuff to make like chicken parmesan, but that's not something I could do during game. In addition, that's like supposed to be
Excellent,
like feeding
yeah.
the wife and gaining brownie points type meal. You know, not just feed yourself and be fat and happy type meal.
That's
So-
where I am.
Yeah, no. Feed yourself. I gotta pick Jessica up. I might grab something during that sojourn, something salty and crunchy.
Hey, Lucas, Kenny, randomly, how's everyone doing tonight? Hope you guys.
Oh,
are having a
random's
good
here?
day.
Yep.
Yeah.
What's happening, baby?
Heavy
Where
Metal
have you
6. Electrical skateboard, I think, is a bot, but welcome to the channel.
Hello, anyways.
I'm a little hungover today. I went out and sang karaoke last night and had a bunch of beers, and it was a lot of fun. But
Hey, Heavy.
I'm a little slow today, man. Like then I worked out, so my body is like doesn't know what the fuck's going on. So
Oh, that's weird, man. So I finished leveling my characters to 12.
bullshit. All of them, right?
all of them.
They're all 12th now. I did the same thing.
Well, have fun on doing that. That's got to be the worst. That's going to be the worst thing ever. Is removing a level
Adam's
from
like,
a character.
Let me help you.
It hurts so bad.
Adding one is great, but it's like no, you gotta roll back all the changes and
Take it
redo
off.
the math.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that sucks so hard. Okay, why don't we do a unless there are any other updates? We saw most of you guys like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
So. All right, why don't we do a quick recap of what happened in the last game? We're actually going to go north to the Circus of Dread and with the Doomsday characters and see what they're up to, because the Conclave of Crimson Scale is actually a little bit ahead of them now in the timeline.
Mm-hmm.
Hangover medicine. No, I'm doing all right. I feel okay. It was just a little, really slow going this morning, which was actually this afternoon. But I'm doing okay right now. I might get some caffeine in a bit. But the workout felt really nice. Like I feel super relaxed now, so that's good.
So is Marty's energy levels gonna? Is he going to power down and fall asleep, or is he going to power down and then suddenly, like, the CRs are going to go all wonky?
Oh, well, you're doing adventures, so...
CRs are going to go all wonky, it is. It'll be like, why was that fight such a pushover? Or, oh my god!
Right. The trolls were a bit much, but you guys basically face tanked them without buffing, so it was like, what?
Magnus!
We
had days to do it too, so we could have just picked some off. It's not like they're going to reproduce in the night.
Yep. Okay, let's do a... so we've played the Conclave of Crimson Scale 3 games, and we're going to go back to the 11th game. This is game 15, where we... No, actually, that was... We've played them for 4 games in a row. We haven't seen...
Wow. It took a while to get caught up.
Yep.
The Conclave does more in a month than the Circus does because of travel.
Because they're not traveling, yep. Soulbound Epiphany was the 10th game, and Damian negotiates with a rival arbiter over the case involving Roger and the dead priest of the shore. Arlen and Sam meet a strange goblin summoner, Godiva, who is being held in a prison of the Citadel. Damian learns the story of the first Coronal, a hunter and a pocket dimension of the Feywild. A delegation from Vinvasa appears to negotiate a use of the pocket dimension for the Survivor games. Grizak, Zita, Evander, Callie, Radimer, and Nibbles and Widget leave the Citadel bound for the village of Belheim. Along the road, they are beset upon by 4 who never returned, the ghosts of elven soldiers that have held a dire secret since their demise 300 years ago.
Those assholes.
Who?
4 that never returned. Specifically the one asshole who murdered them. Oh.
Yeah. Yep. There were some assholes amongst them. Yep. Some of you teleported back to Terrazleen, or Citadel-by-the-Lake, as it is now known, and met the general, who was the elven general during the time of the conquest of the Imperium. Who you believe might be a vampire, and who is in service to. Part of the condition of his surrender was that he would serve the ruler of Terrazleen.
I wonder if the Lady of Ravens knows about that dude, because that is just so her style.
Oh, it totally is.
Yeah.
So to give you an idea, so some of you teleported back to learn the secret. You put to rest 3 of the 4 elven spirits. Radimer has the dagger that has the final elven spirit, the turncoat, in it, and he is spent some time channeling negative energy to control the ghost, and it is now under his
my
his
assassin
bidding.
ghost will get you. Yeah, I'm afraid.
Yep. So Radimer's undead horde. He has an elven ghost ninja rogue. A 7-hit die ghost.
I always thought Jas was kind of like a chump god. Like, just inherent, like, looked at the portfolios and went, meh. And the two scariest people in this campaign. The two scariest.
Oh, the Lady Daestra of the House of the Broken Shield.
Radimer and Lady Daestra are the scariest people in the campaign. To be fair, I didn't actually interact with any of like the Royal Guard or the uber immortal people, but
yeah, those people are pretty harsh and they're pretty powerful. So like, there's a they just don't fuck around kind of thing. Whereas Radimer, you guys have had a lot of fun like torturing Radimer, forcing him to be your ruler and then not listening to him. That was Radimer's arc was pretty good.
Hey, boss, what should we do? I think we... Okay, thanks a lot. President Gillis. Maybe try.
Lucas, you might have missed the part where he called the Inquisition on the town.
Oh, yeah, that's interesting.
Oh yeah, I did do that.
Because they're not actually
right.
people?
You sent a letter to the Damian sent a letter to the Archbishop. Okay, there are some of the group that were heading towards Belheim that were left in the wilderness while you guys teleported back to Terraslene to get some answers. So I think let's show you on the map. So here is where Citadel-by-the-Lake is. Here's where the party met the ghosts and where some of them are still camping in the wilderness. Here's Belheim and the Dragon Fen, which is the area you should be familiar with if you watched our Pathfinder playtest. That's where the adventurers happened. And then just for context, Vatapol's way the hell down here with Magnus and crew. Okay, let me switch to the maps of Terraslene. Let me save this.
Show him Roger.
Oh, Roger is off in the wilderness somewhere on a murder spree.
That is the best.
Cursed to not abide by the rules of civilization.
It's the bow tie.
And the skull.
The skull hat. Yeah, Roger's
Top
off.
hat skull.
Roger's off on some crazy journey. Wanted.
He's been cursed. That's why.
Wanted for murder. Let me open up. Tarak. No.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna kill you. That's what that picture looks like.
Oh, it's in the same map. Okay, so Palace. Center people. Okay, there we are. Okay, Radimer. Oh, that's right. We left off with Damian kind of realizing that there was some sort of like powwow between Arlen, Evander, Radimer, Giant Nibble, Zita, Eduard, Sam, and Ugg, and something's up, and they refuse to tell you.
There's conspiracy afoot.
You guys wait till the next morning to teleport back. I guess Evander needs to make a teleportation roll. Somebody give me a percentile. This place he has visited once, which is your campsite.
Sure. 11.
He is able to make it all the way back. Let's go
Woo-hoo.
to...
Next time, would you not teleport directly into my bedroll?
Oh, I do...
We're actually sleeping in a... Oh, we're not sleeping anymore, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
We did sleep in a rope trick.
Your question is, why does you remember your bedroll? No, seriously, why?
All right. That morning, the group teleports back into camp. And let me bring you to the map called Ruins of Belheim and Surrounds. There we are. You clear off your tokens, like I'm guessing you guys have healed up and that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Giant Nibbles has his negative level removed, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah,
That
Arlen
was
did
part
that
of
in
the
the
reason
morning.
going back.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No. No negative level. No.
Don't worry, Pony. We'll get out of this dreadful place, says Callie. You can see her. She's brushing the pony. She's taking care of it. We're just like, yeah, it's less work that he has to do. I think she's trying to distract herself from the huge pile of corpses that you burned in a pyre, and the spooky ghosts
So,
and being left alone.
Yeah.
Grizak, I believe the is the what your friends call you.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. But it's Grandpa Grizek now. Apparently, I'm very old.
Is Grizek very old?
Yes, apparently so. I just can't remember shit though.
Do what you do aside from being mad.
You're back.
Take a dump and turn it into a toy.
Don't leave me like that again, says Callie. She comes running over and kind of almost trips into Ratimer as she's running. Ratimer just stops and kind of freezes.
Sidesteps her,
it's
lets
alright.
it fall.
It's all right. I kept
am
her
not
entertained. I
told
made
that
her a doll.
anymore.
He just goes over and he's like looking at the corpses, and you notice he takes out the dagger, and he's
Zita, your dwarf, is making art out of his feces.
Well, it's live. It's ready to happen. It's gonna come to motion anytime now. Just look at it.
I don't know why my grandparents tolerated you.
no, he's
You're
so
disgusting.
dirty, isn't he?
Mwah! Love you too. Thank you.
Oh, she just about throws up in her mouth.
Nature at its finest. Yeah.
Nibbles must be used to Grizak.
Yeah. Yes, Nibbles, Nibble, yes.
Falchino, thanks for the follow, man. Welcome to the channel.
So, want some beans?
We should continue our journey to this Belheim. I am interested in knowing more about your companion.
Did you get rid of the ghosts, or is one of them gonna pop out of your ass?
This one is... 3 of them are gone from this world. One, however, remains in this dagger. Do not play with the dagger. He kind of shows you the knife. The rest of the items... The rest of the items should be safe to use. He's speaking, of course, of the Ghost Touch...
Oh.
What was it? A bow, a sword, and a shield?
Marty,
So, a bow,
the
a
pictures,
rapier, and a shield.
the pictures on our faces on Twitch are different than the characters we're using now.
Oh, yeah. Let me fix that.
You better fix it now.
I will slowly start adding the tokens to our faces. Sure.
I'm just trying to help you out, because I'm that kind of guy. Just team player.
Thanks, Ahmed.
Thanks, that's awesome.
Thank you.
I'm always here for you, buddy. Just saying.
What an asshole.
Thank you.
Dick. Dick.
Widget will kick out the embers,
So are you guys ready to go or not?
hop on the pony.
Boney.
We're
Boney.
prepared. Oh goodness, please make it stop talking. No, Grizak talk all time.
All right, remember we have to travel very stealth-like. We don't want to attract anyone attention. Do as I do.
That will not be
Eat my
happening.
feces. This is what I should do.
This is a fall song. It makes everything your friend and not even hear you.
And that goes on for a while.
Is he really a druid? Says Evander.
He changes to animals. This must be what happens to lesser races when they grow old as an elf does, but are incapable of dealing with what comes with that. Age, I suppose.
Ah, so he's senile, says Evander.
Perhaps, yes.
Sad, really.
So,
The gods truly did not make other races from the same cloth as elves.
clearly.
What language are they speaking?
Elven.
Is it High Elven, Evander?
No, I think he's actually insulting Grizak and seeing if Grizak responds.
Widget will pipe in on
Oh,
that whole lesser racist bit.
Can we?
Yeah,
Can we?
it must be sometimes nice not to be made out of the same cloth, because I can name at least 5 different magic items made out of elf pots. Can't name any made out of gnome bits.
Well, if you have to make something out of people, you may as well make it out of the best.
How about a Grizak bit?
He flashes you guys. Actually,
No.
skill. And he's got air. He's got overland flight, so he just goes upside down.
It's like washing a mushroom. Get choked by a
Woo!
bush.
His legs are still going.
Do you know a spell to wash out my eyes? Says Callie. It's a thing, right?
Yeah, we could put some permanent illusions on. In fact, once I learn how to seam, I know what I'm seaming.
Radimer gives like he grinds his teeth a little bit at Grizak joking around. You can just tell he is
That is not his
spiteful and jealous of Grizak. Like Grizak was chosen by this entity and has long life.
Oh,
and-
look, butterflies.
Why are we turning east?
There's a blue butterfly over there.
He pinches the top of his nose, the bridge of his nose, kind of.
Husha, husha.
Boys reference.
Widget gets on his pony, and you guys begin
Remember
to
your
ride.
pressure points.
I've rolled a percentile. There are no random encounters between here and Belheim. The road becomes less. It's a little bit overgrown. While it's a really old, kind of a perhaps even dwarven road, like an old highway, it is washed out in several places. You guys can easily walk around those washed out areas. It's a little bit overgrown in some parts. Some felled trees suggest that there's not a lot of caravan traffic or wagon traffic that travels this way. But you guys are on foot and with a single pony for the gnome, so you have no problem.
Oh, he puts endured elements on
navigating.
everybody. There's endured elements on everybody.
Okay. Radimer paused a little bit when you gave it, and he actually doesn't mind Grizak trying to be useful.
I like that word trying. It's funny.
As I am honestly not. I love Grizak.
All right, I'm going to paste your tokens on a familiar-looking map. However, things have changed in Belheim. Of course, none of you really have that perspective, except for Grizak and Nibbles. The Zane Manor, which is actually belongs to the household of Zane. Hey, Drigster, how's it going?
What's going on?
Which was previously the caretaker's manor, which was your aunt, but it got passed down through the ages, and this place has been lying empty for a long time. What's that?
Ruins, right?
Belheim town map ruins. Yep. The Zane Manor still stands. It is of elvish stonework. It is a very sturdy building, although it may need a little bit of repair to the roof. It's one of the few buildings that still stands in Belheim. 300 years is a long time for wooden buildings to be around, especially if they're not being rebuilt. The brown splotches are like the collapsed ruins of old buildings. The gray splotches are collapsed ruins of stone buildings. And you do see that there are several key buildings that are still around. The Chevalier Manor, previously known as Hunclay Manor, is the place where you think your aunt's friend Rene lives. It's got a big observatory, like there's like a telescope kind of like sticking out of it, sticking out of the top. The ancient graveyard is still standing. Its old stone walls crumbled in places. You do see that there is what looks like a fire or like smoke coming out of the ruins of a stone building here. Grizak, your house, you're eager to see if your house still stands. There was an island that they called the Druid Isle, but over the centuries it got renamed the Storm Dwarf Isle. And there was a henge, like a circular henge, like a druid henge.
Okay.
Menhir stones, like big monolithic stones with kind of like the top. But what Grizak decided to do, because it's like they never completed it, he put walls between the henges and a roof, and turned it into his own hut.
Was there a door? He's just like earth.
Yeah, there's a door.
His earth collided through it.
There's a door, and there's like an open part of the roof so that rainwater can get in. So if any of you were druids, you would have known that this would have been sacrilege to really kind of turn it into a structure, but Grizak just didn't care. He's not a very good druid anyways, so...
I'm a druid?
Grizak, you know that when you prepare your spells in the stone hut of the henge...
Caster level higher?
All your spells are cast at a level higher for the day.
Awesome.
You had forgotten about it, but you're like, hey, didn't I build my house here?
Who made that piece of shit? Wait a minute.
Basically, you stone-shaped and walled of stone pieces in between the columns, and then gave it a roof. Like druids would probably see this place, probably think it's total sacrilege. But
it took him a really long time because he knew he needed mortar. He just wasn't sure how to make it, and the closest thing you think of mortar is poop. So he really put a lot of effort.
Or you went out and sought out, because you were lower level, wall of stone spells and ended up,
Oh, in between he still put...
I probably still need mortar.
You have no idea what Grizak's...
I see it everywhere.
Blathering on about. The signs of inhabitants are the smoke that is coming out of it's kind of like a stonish ruin. And there is a little bit of smoke coming out of the chimney of the Chevalier Manor.
When do we arrive?
It is middle of the day.
Okay.
It is a balmy summer day.
Oh shit!
There's a little bit of a nice breeze because of the moving water.
And where are we on the map? Oh, right there.
Ah man, this place got.
This place used to be called...
Nibbles, do you remember this place? It looks familiar.
Yes,
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Nibbles was great farmer here. Yes.
Yeah, I was
This
I used to be a druid, I think.
place is a fucking mess.
Oh, I used to be. We had this place.
Yeah, he flies up. He goes higher.
Oh yeah, this place used to be really pretty. There were farms and there were homes, and there was a big church of I don't know what the fuck back there. And then that's where the dragon showed up.
Yes.
Dragon.
We killed dragon. Very good. Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
remember?
Grizak starts punching, and he's like swinging. He's over swinging with his fly.
Wham!
He's going.
You know that there's a monument. It might still be standing. The townsfolk did for a time honor the dragon slayers by crafting a stone monument in the middle of town. You don't know how well it's fared. Time has not been kind to Belheim.
There's a bridge over there. We can use it and get over and then walk back through. Or we can just fly across this fucking river.
Nibbles no fly. Nibbles need bridge.
Don't we own that home?
That one, yeah, that one's yours. That one's supposed to be yours. Zane or Maine, fucking,
Yes.
the house, your house.
If that's Zaid Manor, then yes, we would be the inheritors of.
That one's yours.
I mean, if this town is your responsibility, you're doing a bang-up job. Doesn't look like a pile of ruins at all.
Oh, your sarcasm's very helpful, Widget. Please keep
Thank
it
you.
up.
Callie just like she likes the joke. This place is kind of a dump, she says. But it's sort of beautiful the way that the grasses have overgrown things and the moss and the vines and everything. Yes, beauty aside. Where are we going first?
Well, if you're gonna use the bridge, you can check up on that. Well, just get to the bridge. We'll fucking start.
You guys begin walking. You pass by what look like the remnants of an ancient farm. Some of the crops look like they're kind of like growing wild here and there.
Mm-hmm.
You reach the stone bridge. This particular bridge looks like it's still functional. There are signs that perhaps the river has flooded over the bridge, like there's strange muck that is over top of the bridge. There are a few stones missing here and there.
We're just gonna take a quick peek to see if it's actually safe.
Okay. Are you gonna give me a perception check or knowledge
engineering?
Knowledge, architecture, engineering. Yep.
Either. It's 14. It's a bridge.
You wouldn't want to bring really heavy loads across, but one at a time, you probably.
Big one, okay?
We should be good one at a time. Nibbles, I'd tread lightly if I was you.
Nibbles will go last.
Why are we fucking around with this here?
Puts fly on Nibbles.
Oh, Nibbles have fun now.
Just, hey, Nibbles, can you ferry him across again?
Widget will walk across.
Okay. Are you walking? Are you riding across? Are you walking your pony across?
He will walk the pony across.
Okay. You get across the bridge, no problem. There is one particular missing stone where you could see down, and you can see the moving water. Radimer just walks across as well. Callie walks
Nibbles will
across.
fly across.
Okay.
Nibbles flies across. Zita is going to walk across.
Evander follows Zita. He does look down at the moving water. Grizak, I'm assuming your overland flight is
Yeah.
still in effect.
Yeah. And I actually,
You guys, fine, I'll check my house later.
You have
Alright.
You have a house here.
Yeah, look it over there. That's my place. It's beautiful, isn't it?
Does it look like a Stonehenge, or does it look like a wooden?
No, it looks like
Like a
it
stone.
looks like a Stonehenge, but somebody filled in the spaces in between and gave it kind of like a rounded stone hat for a roof.
Made half of it
You
myself.
Parts of it does
like
have
an
like
asshole.
brick with like little straw and muck in between as the mortar, like kind of on the outside. It's partially finished, and there's a few birds' nests in weird places.
You can see that big part of me made it. It's holding it up.
There is a curious like lightning rod. It looks like this like tall flagpole made out of bronze or copper that's kind of jutting straight out of the top of it.
It certainly has your style, Grizak.
Yeah.
Okay, it looks like shit.
There used to
Yeah, it is jealous.
Nibbles, you remember drinking at it's weird to be back here. Like this used to be an inn and a tavern.
yeah.
It's
Remember
just,
this place here?
it's just completely
All
completely
the
kind of
people has-
fallen in. The wood's all rotten, kind of overtaken by nature.
Looks like a smith is working.
Yeah, the smithy, it barely has four walls to the structure. A lot of the stones are kind of like in piles, but it does look like the center of it has been cleared. and there are what look like a forge fires still low and burning. You do see somebody's been chopping wood, and there's a wheelbarrow just standing outside of the smithy.
Yeah, Grizzak's starting to fly over.
Okay, the group gets to the smithy.
Moves over.
Yeah, somebody has been using the smithy. You tend not to let forge fires like go cold. You always keep them warm, or
you can also break your kiln.
Somebody looks. There are tools here that are kind of in overhangs. Somebody has dragged some furniture into the smithy. There are a good set of tools, and somebody is keeping the open air smithy running.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
all not empty.
See what's happening. Hello!
Widget's gonna take a look at the. How well equipped is this smithy?
The tools are masterwork, and somebody seems to be working on arrowheads.
Hello? Who's over here?
Like
Maybe.
lots and lots of arrowheads.
Maybe
Grab a
between
Grizak.
Widget and Rene, you can actually get that armor and sword done in, twice the time you promised or something.
Grizzak's detecting magic.
There's no magic specifically, although Widget, you're pretty sure that this place somebody knows what they're doing, and you could probably forge magic weapons here.
All right, Grizzak's gonna start survival.
Your friend was a smith, right?
Rene knew how to
Your
beat metal with his
human
fist.
friend, who's 300 years old, was a smith, right?
Yeah, what's wrong with your ears? Guy's got some problems.
Does he use a bow? Holding up an arrowhead?
I think I used bows at some point.
Survival. What direction did whoever was here go?
Sure.
$31.
You find two sets of tracks. One is human, although there's something oddly tireless about the human tracks.
There's something. What? Sorry.
Oddly tireless about the human tracks.
Looks like he's been working out, you see? You exercise, doesn't matter how old you get. Look at me!
Like
I'm
this-
a prime example.
And then you do see that there are goblin tracks as well. Both these people wear shoes.
And they're walking
That's
together.
attack.
But that guy's... Maybe everybody's not dying. Holy sh... Oh, the
Go
lightning.
and find Mazatec. Give him bop on head. Remind him.
Oh, yeah, he's probably not been behaving.
Wait. Just be clear. You're friendly with this guy, right?
Rene, yeah, as long as he remembers us. I mean, I did kind of zap him last time I saw him, but
Why?
just
All
for
right.
a joke.
Lead the way. He goes to the back.
Oh.
Mazatec was a goblin, says Evander. If I
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
my stories right.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
Yeah, he was
Yes.
great. He knew how to cook and everything.
Very small goblin.
But
Very-
Nibbles tell you he didn't listen.
Backhandable.
Yeah, very, very.
Very squishy. Very soft head.
So I guess they're heading back to
He
the
cried
manor.
many tears for Nibbles.
Not really, Nibbles. I was there.
Okay.
Oh no, not when Nibbles die. He cried many tears for Nibbles when Nibbles alive.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yes, every night mostly. Yeah.
You want to trace the path that you're walking through town?
And just follow the road, or-
It looks like we'll follow the road.
Okay. There is a building still standing. This ancient cottage It looks like it was built for somebody who is small.
Okay.
It has basically a strange yard full of like Blair Witch Project art. Like the little like stick circles and little stick men hanging from trees and weird things that are like
detect magic.
Yeah, some of the stones, like some of the like rock garden stone patterns, have magic about them.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna announce ourselves here, cause that looks weird.
It looks like somebody has recently done some shingle work. Like you can see a ladder kind of in the grass and like a toolbox and some spare shingles. It looks like somebody has done some upkeep on the house. The house looks really old. It is of elvish design and style.
But built for small.
Built for small. Yep. There is no smoke coming out of the little chimney. You can see a pile of what look like the old shingles are kind of like off to the side. Some of this art doesn't look like it's been well maintained. Like it's brittle and weather worn.
Nibbles go with you. We knock on roof.
Okay, you're approaching the home?
Yep.
So,
Hello.
just between you, me, and the that pile of rubble over there, those two chuckleheads knocked on my door.
Hello. It's the Grazak.
You peek in through a window. Everything is kind of closed up. Curtains drawn. Shutters are drawn.
When's the last time somebody walked in here?
Sure.
Like walked in.
Yep.
Can I watch you play?
If you're quiet. 25. Actually, no. 20 plus 14, 34. My bad. I put the wrong bonus.
Not since winter.
Oh, well, I don't think anybody's home.
Like,
Is that
closer inspection, it does look like there's a bit of like rot to the shingles, and somebody may have replaced the shingles this spring. There's a bit of rust to some of the tools that were just sort of left out.
Okay.
All right, nobody's home, guys.
You're pretty certain that your friend Rene may have done the shingle work.
Does Grizak remember who used to live here?
Give me an in check.
Alrighty. Oh boy. Spicy. 8.
There's some kind of witch, I assume.
It was some
No.
There was an old lady. Remember that?
some gnome lady
Great old lady.
lived here. She had green eyebrows and kind of green hair with mixture of pink hair.
Hmm.
You remember she had a name kind of like a fish. You don't really kind of remember.
Fishy fish. Oh, I wonder how she's doing. Probably dead.
Okay, the last thing that
running to it.
Grizak notices is that somebody salted the door. There's a line of salt. Like rock salt.
Knowledge religion?
Sure.
I don't have it in my list. How about knowledge spellcraft arcana?
Yeah, spellcraft, yes.
Beba Boba. My favorite nature god.
28.
Might be a way to ward against spirits.
The window sills like that as well?
You do find salt, a little bit of silver powder or shavings in the salt as well, and yes, it does look like the home has been
Warded. Or, it's a prison, I assume.
Aside from that, there's nobody home. There's no warmth from the door.
Yeah.
Like,
Nobody mess with this. It's probably, there might be, something in there. Let's go see Rene. Probably Rene did all this. Minute.
And you know you can't get it out of your head, right?
Minute.
Is there someone who lives out here?
Yeah, used to, but I assumed it did.
No, the red stuff.
Anybody else have a really shitty feeling?
Oh, you probably stepped on some of my poop. I mean, there's droppings everywhere here.
It's kind of sad, really. Who would live out here all alone like this? This is Callie.
Once you meet Rene, you'll see why.
We keep going. Okay. You reach what is now known as the now known as the Twin Goblin Bridge, as there are carvings of famous goblins that are along the stone buttresses on each end of the bridge.
Do I see one for what's his name?
Nibbles?
Farmer Nibbles, wielding dragging a massive axe behind himself, is carved into one of the pillars.
Cartoonish image.
Hey, look, there's Nibbles. That's the first Nibbles, anyways. First edition. It was so broken.
Are we to understand that this is you, Nibbles?
Yeah, he's before he's just choked up right now. Can't answer. It's probably because he was
That's
A lot of time is
one
chair.
sec.
Sounds of laughter.
All right.
It's just him before he became a giant. Obviously, it's a goblin.
There's a carving of Nibbles on this
Yeah,
bridge.
I got that.
There you go, buddy.
Oh, yes.
That's it. Clear it out.
Yes.
Cough it off. Give me a hug.
Nibbles,
Yeah,
Nibbles,
buddy.
small in body but big in heart always.
Big heart. I remember when you got smacked by the giant once, it flew right out of your back.
He's certain that's
pretty
big
big.
of heart, not big of axe. Look at the size of that thing. Is that cartoonish? Did you actually
Yeah.
swing that?
Oh
it's
no,
fun,
actually, yes, very strong.
Used to make this whistling sound.
Yes.
Grizak's the best tour guide, by the way. Rambling nonsense.
That's rambling nonsense. Did he say a thing? I don't know what he was saying.
Do we see what's his name, Mazatek here?
On the other side of the bridge is Mazathek.
Hey, look, it's Mazatek. I recognize the butt.
I recognize tears.
Remember you used to kick it?
Yes. Mazathek very cry kind of goblin.
I mean, we're joking around. You guys are hearing us say all these things, but don't worry. I mean, we took care of him. He's only beaten twice a week.
Yeah, it's not very often at all.
So you was slave owners?
Oh no,
No, we were good friends is what we were.
no slave, no slave bad. Mazatek friend, who served me whenever me want.
You're kind of a dick when you're a goblin, weren't you?
Yes.
Grizak's going straight up. He's not following. Grizak's not following the road. He's just walking straight up.
Okay. You can see that.
Hey, Rene!
Uh-oh.
It's Gregor!
Are you going up to the front door?
He's flying up
Okay.
front door.
Hey, Rene! Dunk, 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 dunk. It's Gregor! Get your old butt out here!
All right. I'm going to copy your tokens to the Chevalier Manor map.
Wonder if that place is still full of like booby traps.
Oh yeah.
And the devil in the basement.
I was just gonna say the devil in the basement. You motherfuckers left me down there.
It's good stuff right there.
I wouldn't get there if I were you, Widget. Now just step back here. There should be some old traps out there, I remember here.
He says after you've already wandered forward.
I might want to just give it a second here. Hey, Rene! Rene!
Who is there?
Oh, Rene, you sound horrible. What happened to your voice?
Oh, no, I am not Master Rene, no.
Can it be true?
The door opens a crack.
He slowly flies in.
What?
There is a well-groomed goblin. He almost looks like a small hobgoblin. He's wearing kind of like a butler suit. He's got like a wooden spoon in his hand. It looks like he was in the middle of cooking.
No, I am.
He rolled up a carpet. He kind of kicks it off to the side.
The trap carpet! I remember that's great. I'm sorry. You almost reminded me of Massacre. So.
Oh, no, I am not Mazzathek, no.
It was a few years ago, I guess.
I am Nilbog Thek.
Nilbog Thek. I'm the Gwazak.
Shakes his head emphatically.
I'm the Gwazak.
Okay. He's got little claws on the ends of his hand, like he's got some pretty sharp-looking teeth as well. A strange red glint to his eyes.
Knowledge nature?
Sure.
No.
Oh, I don't have it. I was kidding. I do have knowledge.
It's funny how the druid with no knowledge religion.
27. 27. I'm not touching the ground. I'm hovering in.
Ooh. Where did you come from?
You must be great Grizak, storm priest, friend of Rene. Yes.
Yeah, the friend part's right.
I have heard of you before.
Well, good things, I hope. Yeah.
Would you like to come in?
Yes, please. He's running here.
Master Chevalier is around, yes.
Oh, it's been so long.
Come in and have a seat, and I will see if the master is willing to see you.
Tell him it's Grizak, but I guess you already know that.
Of course. Yes.
Tell him I made my hair just for him.
And he just spits in his hand and just goes like this.
Come on in. Do not be shy.
You got it.
Grizak comes in and makes himself at home like he would by taking his clothes off.
Okay, so Grizak takes
Good
clothes
old
off.
day. What are you doing here, buddy?
The couches look like the same couches as a long time ago, and some of the furniture must have been repurchased. The old gilded cage that once held songbirds in it is open.
Mm-hmm.
There are no birds in it.
You got a stable I could put the pony in?
No, stable, no. You can tie him up outside. We do not get many visitors, no.
Just bring him in, it's fine.
If I look
It's
about...
fine.
Oh, sorry.
Bring him in, it's fine. Nibble says it's fine.
Yes, Nibbles, great goblin of old. Yes, I have heard of you when the master tells stories.
Good.
Give me a
Then
sense
you
motive.
don't need... Okay, sure. For argument's sake, let's roll this dice. Huh? Okay. $19. Oh, sorry, 21. I rolled a 19.
Nice. 5, 8. 11. His eyes narrowed slightly.
Competition! I like it!
Like there was something about Nibbles that bothered Nilbog Thek.
No goblin need bop walloping like Mazatec.
No, I do not need bop on the head. No.
Hey, Nibbles, I probably wouldn't do that.
If you excuse me, I must tend to the stew. Please, wipe your boots, be mindful of that rolled up carpet, and have a seat. I shall go and see the master. Yes, yes.
Take your boots off and put them over there. Take your pants off, put them over there.
Nilbog is out of the room. We're detecting magic and identify what the fuck is that carpet.
Yeah, you guys are.
Crap.
Yeah, it's got some, I think, transmutation, or maybe it's conjuration. I forget. You can identify the carpet. It is a carpet of
pit trap.
Spiked pit.
trap.
Yep.
Yeah, oh, that thing's pretty nasty. I wouldn't go in there if I were you. Just leave it curled up. Trust me.
Callie sits down. Ooh, comfy. A little old though.
He's like, so I'm the only one doing this? Fine.
He starts putting his clothes back on.
Guys should get in the spirit. That's how you greet old friends.
Zita, when you crossed the threshold of the manor, you actually heard a bird squeak. A kind of.
Okay.
It's coming from one of the back rooms. In this direction.
All right, she'll kind of just take a peek through the door.
Okay.
Here.
You see a long hallway. There are 2 doors at the far end of the hallway, and you hear like a budgie. A really familiar sound. Now you're thinking for a moment, no, it can't still be alive. Your grandmother's bird? Prism?
Impossible. She is going to politely wait for her host to arrive before she does any exploring, though.
Okay. Nilbog must be doing something in the back room. He does.
She'll take a seat.
He does come back out. He closes the door to the kitchen, and makes his way up these stairs.
Trying to find the best place to make people uncomfortable, so I sat between Evander.
There's 3 doors, and it says stairs in this room. And there's no windows, if I remember correctly.
Nope.
On this floor, like all the windows are really high.
Yep.
Okay. Widget is gonna go sit over here. He's gonna be watching the different doors.
Right, you're positioning yourself so you can see. Yeah.
This place is. Yeah. This is.
Rene.
Send a note ahead to know that we were coming. We just sort of showing up.
Rene, you've been ever so diligent in watching the moon. In particular, you've been trying to see the moon during the day. You wonder if you'll get a better look. Give me a knowledge astronomy check to represent your latest discoveries.
Come on, don't fail me now. 29.
Nice. You are almost positive that something has been building a structure that is visible to your telescopic eye on a grand scale inside of a crater on the moon's surface.
That is awesome.
We're gonna go to find the moon base.
It's kind of like square. You're pretty sure it's like a pyramid of some sort. And you're pretty sure you're the only person on this world that knows.
Does it have an eye at the top?
Your telescope is not powerful enough to see things moving around, but slowly but surely this structure has been...
I'm assuming
built.
there's a bunch of sketches on the wall of, like, here's what it looked like on, like, 6 months ago. Here's what it looked like a year ago. Here's what it looked like.
Sure, and given your great age, those sketches are pawn sketches. It looks like a crazy man's workshop.
Master Chevalier, I do not wish to disturb you, but there are visitors downstairs. It appears that Grizak and Nibbles have returned, with 2 elves that look very familiar, if you don't mind me saying. Yes.
What time is it?
It is you're like, you want to look like the moon's coming out. It's like late in the afternoon. You've been quietly waiting.
When does the moon come out?
Today, you look, the moon comes out actually before sundown. And this is a day where you're like, you wanted to see if you could see anything different during the day.
Okay, how much time between then and now?
The stew is ready, but...
And Nilbog Thek knows what you like to eat.
I do not think our visitors should see you eat. No. It may disturb them.
You should feed them, and I will come down after they eat.
Ah, yes. And I have cut some flowers, as you often...
You know that Nilbog Thek tends to a rose garden, and Rene typically brings roses to the Shrine of 7 Roses and leaves them behind, kind of in this weird ritual where he's giving homage to a god that he does not follow, but you know that Zira follows. It's almost like a distant sort of
wish me nots or whatever.
Yeah, they're wish me nots, but it's also like Rene knows that he could very easily be lost in this work and kind of is holding on to these human feelings from a long time ago. Nilbog Thek has been a very constant companion, and he understands a lot of what Rene is going through. You wonder if you would have been able to control this if Nilbog Thek was not around.
Probably no. Hell of a drug.
Shall I tell them that you are coming down? Shall I put out your nice clothes? You haven't changed in a week.
Change of clothes is probably appropriate.
Oh, yes. They have been put out on your bed. I did so yesterday.
I will be down at sundown.
Perhaps yes, of course. I will tell them to get, I will make them dinner and let them roam around on the first floor.
He kind of waves him away.
Yep. Yes. He goes downstairs. He comes downstairs.
Master Chevalier will see you at sundown. He has invited you to dinner. Nilbog Thek must now make dinner. Feel free to go into the adjoining rooms. There is a nice... there are some nice places to wait there.
Sundown.
All right.
He wishes not to be disturbed. He is in the middle of his important work. Yes.
So from sitting in the couch.
So quietly to Zita. So, yeah, 300-year-old human friend doesn't want to cut out till sundown, eh?
What sort of work does he do? Not for Nilbog Thek to say. Mayhaps the master would want to share with you his findings. That is up to the master, of course. Forgive me, I must start dinner. We were not expecting so many guests.
And Nilbog goes into the kitchen, but he's careful to not open the door too wide and closes the door behind him.
Nibble's is like, fuck, I want food. Practically bowls him over.
Okay, so you barrel into the kitchen. Okay, there's a nice stew that is being prepared, but there's also a second pot that looks like it's full of chopped up chickens and like gizzards and like the
gross stuff.
all the gross organs and that sort of thing. Maybe it's not chickens, maybe it's rats. Oh shit, it's rats.
That best be for you.
No, I eat later. This is not for eating now, no.
Nibbles no eat rats.
No, of course not.
No, he takes the pot and kind of puts it into a pantry and puts a lid on the pot and kind of like hides it away.
I will make more stew here. There is bread and cheese you can bring out for the others.
Nibbles not Mazathek. He goes and grabs some bread, and cheese and walks back out, plunks his feet up and just starts eating.
He just glowers at you as you're leaving the kitchen.
Apparently. Oh.
And Zita's gonna go down the hallway whenever you're ready to do that.
He's the important one.
It chirps a couple of times excitedly.
Let's keep an eye out and see if there's any signs that Mr. Chevalier has turned to wizardry of some kind.
Ahmed, you're
stories
not
I heard.
Oh, sorry.
From the stories I've heard, he was a warrior. What sort of work did he be doing?
I'm still trying to figure out how he's not dead.
Well, Grizak managed it. Anyone can.
It's a rather Spartan room. There's nowhere to sit in here. However, there's this little cage in the corner near a fireplace. The fireplace is burning low. And you see this incredibly old budgie.
Oh, it's so old.
Is there poop under the budgie?
Yep.
Oh, good.
It excitedly bobs its head.
This could be my grandmother's familiar. Prism?
It seems to be talking to you.
She opens the cage.
Okay, it kind of like waddles out onto your arm. Chirps happily.
Well, hello there. Does she have any like crackers or like dry tack or something?
Sure, yeah. You end up feeding it. It's kind of nuzzling you a little bit, like it seems to recognize you. You remember playing with this bird when you were like a child.
Ooh. I remember you. I thought you'd be gone by now.
Bird face!
It kind of squawks a little bit at Grizak.
Yes, she certainly remembers you.
How you doing, little buddy?
She puts the bird up on her shoulder.
Okay, yeah, it sits there. It bobs its head happily.
Grizak, you talk to this Rene guy more recently than Zita.
Wait. Can
Zita's
you
never talked to him.
Hey, you're a druid. What does Prism gotta say?
What's going on here?
Give me a minute here. I'm pretty sure I don't have this route here.
Prism goes for Skrzek's eye.
Ah! Why? Yeah, but I can tell you if I prepare the damn spell. So, I don't know. Saying squawk.
So, Widget will cast Speak with Animals.
Okay.
He's
Oh, look at that. The non-druid can speak.
How you doing, bird?
Hello.
Hi.
Who are you?
Name's Widget.
Widget.
Like to make stuff. He lights a cigarette.
This is a happy day. A happy day.
Do you recognize Zita here?
Yes. She has the spark.
Does she now?
Yes.
So, do you know a Rene? He's supposed to be the owner of this house? Master?
Yes, he's cold.
He doesn't have a Spock.
Oh, yes, he does. He's old. He has a different sort of spark. Just
So,
like Grizak. He has a spark.
I have a feeling I don't have a Spock. Do I have a Spock?
I don't know you. You're not old.
Widget will put a finger out to shake a finger. Oh.
No spark.
Huh.
I'm happy to see Zita. She reminds me of my mistress.
She's happy to see you. Are you a boy bird, or a girl bird?
I'm a girl bird. Can't you tell?
In common, yeah, she's happy to see you. Yeah, she's happy to see you. It is the bird.
My joints are stiff. I can't see very good. But I'm still flying around. I think it's because the spark's in me.
Ah.
Yep. When my mistress died, she gave me the spark.
Did she?
Yep.
So, do you like Rene?
I keep an eye on him. When I'm not napping.
Does he do anything bad?
No, he watches the moon. He's a stargazer. Yep.
3 big blinks. 3 long blinks.
Who are you?
Name's Widget. I like to make stuff.
I don't know, Widget. He doesn't have the spark.
And no Spock.
Nope. Hey, it's Grizak.
Nice to meet you. We're gonna dismiss the spell.
it just sort of nuzzles in and kind of like takes a nap on Zita's.
This is your bird. This is your aunt's bird, and apparently you have a Spock, and he has a Spock, and she has a Spock, and Widget ain't got no fucking Spock. I'll show you a Spock. He lights another cigarette.
Told you, your life is fast.
You can't. It is also intelligent. Like it was having. It had.
You know, like it was supposed to be saying like birdie food.
Yep.
Yeah.
No.
Did you have any pertinent information?
Apparently Rene stares at the moon. And,
Oh, are you still doing that?
He did this before.
Oh, yeah. He was always looking up the moon.
Do you you just take information that you've heard and then reaffirm it and actually know nothing?
That happened.
So, anyways,
Okay,
the bird is
yes,
happy to
please.
see you, and it's smart. Like, it had a proper conversation up until, the Alzheimer's
Well,
kicked in.
she's a proper familiar, or was.
What happens to familiars when the masters die?
It wakes up like it was napping. Narcoleptic, forgetful, full of arthritis.
Perfect. I'll take 2.
Things have been different for this group, it seems. I don't know that anything's going to be what it should be.
You might want to see if you can help out its age. You'd probably know more if you could clear up its mind.
I might be able to help you with that. When you're older, you get a little tired and stuff. I can get rid of some of its, natural age, diseases and stuff. But its mind, if I could help it, it'd help me.
Fair enough.
I suppose, understanding you have a problem, first step towards getting it fixed.
The problem I see is you guys are not as enlightened as I am.
Because we don't
Unfortunate.
brush our teeth with poop.
And that's why you'll always have bad teeth.
Your teeth frighten small children.
Things go. They're all there.
So, if he was trying to look at the moon, wouldn't he be trying to do that at night? Because you can't see the moon during the day? Unless it's like...
Not always. Sometimes it comes out during the day.
Is that a real thing, or is that like a...
Haven't you,
thing?
haven't you stuck your head out the door during the day and sometimes seen a moon?
Haven't spent a lot of time looking up.
That's your problem, Sonny. You don't brush your teeth with poop. You don't look up. You no wonder you got no spark.
Oh, okay, that's enough.
Maybe wise.
Let's go to this other room, shall we?
Yeah, Radimer's already situated himself at the table, and he's looking at his spell books or whatever.
Oh, sorry.
Hey, Radimer, you want to check out a 300-year-old bed?
Pardon.
That is...
This is
Go ahead.
this is my grandmother's familiar. Prism.
How old is your grandmother? Is she still alive?
No, she passed on some hundreds of years ago.
Wizards' familiars are supposed to devolve back into animals after their masters die.
And dwarves are supposed to die after a century and change, and yet here the Grizak stands, a dwarf who, by all standards, moral and natural, should have died before that.
That's right.
He waves
I
his
should
hand.
be dead.
He's detecting undead.
So,
Curious.
it was talking about something called a spark. Apparently, its master passed it a spark, and that let it live on.
Oh, you guys want a spark?
Pulls out.
Come here, Sparky.
No.
And Sparky pops up.
All right, so you.
There's a spark.
I don't think you've ever seen this thing. So
Nope.
You're saying you have one too, Zita?
a small bottled storm, kind of a
You just let a storm hit
Yes.
the daddy.
How's it going, Sparky? It's been a while.
Well, we're gonna get ourselves a little distance between us and that.
It is small. Sparky has grown in the centuries. Radimer actually stood up from the table and kind of moved away as well.
Yeah, you're looking cute. Yeah, you always have been, buddy.
He zaps him.
There you go.
I've been bottled for too long.
It's been a while, I know. Gee, Krizak wasn't in the best of places. Some guy had you for a while and he wanted to destroy you, but I saved him because I'm the Krizak. And you're my Sparky.
Yes. Sparks.
Hey, Sparky, why don't you go outside? I want to show you something.
Can we open this window?
Well, it's a fireplace.
A
Fireplace.
Oh.
You can
Are
send
there
him
any
up the
windows?
fire.
Are
Send
there
him
any
to-
windows?
No,
Any windows here?
I mean, this guy was really paranoid. There's no windows
Oh,
on the
okay.
main floor.
Sparky can fly out the chimney.
Yeah, I know.
No, you don't have to fly out. I just wanted to get you something.
He just pushes him over. He's immune to lightning, to electricity, isn't he?
Yep.
Hit him with a bolt.
Yes.
There you go.
Again.
It's like Orin or something.
It is speaking. I think it speaks master speak, and then it.
Yep.
Its languages are
A bunch.
Probably Orin and whatever this is.
Orin and master speak. Yep.
Good enough for me.
He blasts it with a lightning spell, and it seems to like it.
It's my no spells.
It's like a little miniature storm, roiling kind of clouds and little
Been a
sparks coming
while,
out of it.
everybody.
Is that thing under your control? Says Radimer. He's got a readied spell.
Well, yeah, you know you're like Tweaky over here. To Zita was, or to Ziva. Sparky is to me.
How does a druid have a familiar?
No, wait, or is it? It's familiar. Wait, hold on. No, we're like companions or something.
It is so hard to get answers from you.
Radimer.
Radimer, do you have a arcane sight in your book?
Radimer sits down like.
No, I do not.
Yeah, guys, relax. It's just Sparky over here. Hey, Nibble, Sparky's here.
Radimer does not know arcane sight.
Well, then he doesn't know the answers to these sorts of questions.
He just sits down. He trusts that the storm thing, the druid, can handle it.
Where's Sparky? Oh, hello, Sparky.
Sparky goes over to Nibbles and kind of gives him a little zap.
Ow! Nibble squash you someday.
No, come on, don't be like that.
Is where Nibble sit, head of table.
All right, big fella. You can sit at the end of the table, right by the chimney.
Whoa, what is that? Says Callie.
Yeah, Sparky. Sparky, Callie. Callie, Sparky.
He's making my hair stand up straight.
Yeah, he can
Callie.
also fry you.
Come meet Prism.
Oh, who's this old bird?
This was my aunt's familiar when she was alive.
Oh, like
I
a
played
wizard.
with it
A
when I
wizard
was
pet.
young. Yes, very similar to.
That thing is still alive, says Evander. He sits down.
I'm as shocked as you are.
How?
Very old.
He
Though.
just kind of pets the top of its head. Yep, it's still alive.
It's going on about it's got grandmother's spark or something.
Oh, I see that everyone is here. I have brought cheese and sliced ham and port.
Nibbles just points at the table, like, put it down.
Yeah, he puts down the tray. He puts out some serving forks and some little china plates and make sure everyone has a glass. Pours it for all of you except for Nibbles at the end. He just sort of leaves the bottle beside Nibbles.
Nibbles just grunts and grabs the bottle.
Make yourselves at home, yes, yes. You can stay here until the master is ready to see you. I see you have
Sundown,
found.
right?
I see that you have found your grandmother's familiar. Yes, yes, old thing keeps on kicking.
Do you know how it's lived this long?
No, no. Do not question the miracles, no. Many miracles with this group, yes, yes. Nilbog Thek has seen many things.
Hey, Nilbog, how old are you?
Oh, Nilbog Thek, very old too, yes.
Yeah, I'm not really sure how old your type get.
Oh, I am bound to serve the master, yes.
Okay.
Thanks for the port. I feel mighty reassured. Just waiting for sundown in the house with no windows. Wondering if I can fit up the chimney.
Yes, up, Rene!
I have to go
yelling
pick up my
at me,
wife
Ouija.
from the train station,
Yeah.
so...
Don't worry, Ouija. Nibble stuff you up chimney good.
Mighty big of you.
So... This guy's... I don't know what this guy's doing. It's like he's going out to get something or someone.
You guys have like an afternoon to burn. What are you guys doing?
Okay, Grazak's gonna go and check on his home.
Nibbles is going to go out to the community, and whatever's not knocked down is getting knocked down. Because bored barbarian.
Yep.
With a big axe.
Ratimer and Widget will stay behind. Evander's going to stay with the bird. Callie will. She wants to explore. She's not going to sit around. Grizak and Nibbles go out. You mind if I come with you guys? I
Zita-
want to have a look.
Yeah, come along. Why don't we look, why don't we make our way to my place?
Zita just plans. She's just going to go outside, but just kind of keep an eye on whatever the children are doing, let's just say. From the front yard of the manor.
Okay. Let me grab Sparky's token. Oh, did I not copy it? What? Copy. Basta. Nope, that didn't work for some reason. Okay, Nibble's is gonna go check things out. Widget is waiting with Ratimer. I'll just stick them inside the house. The pony is outside. Sparky, Grizak, and Zita's just keeping an eye on. Okay, where are you guys headed?
Let's start with what's over here.
There used to be buildings over here.
Are any walls left standing?
Yeah, yeah. Nibbles knocks down a few.
Boom, fun.
Callie's like, that looks fun. She goes over and kicks the board.
Breaking things is always fun. 300 years breaking things is fun.
Yeah, that's a long time ago, even for an elf. You said you used to farm here?
Yes, little ways away. Old people gone here now, though.
Why?
That was what Nibble. Oh, there was a war. War make people leave.
Huh. Sad, really. It seems like it might have been a nice place.
Yes, fights good, Nibbles like fights. War bad.
You wander into town. Grizak, you wanted to check on something?
Yeah, my house.
Okay. As you begin wandering into town, you notice that there are a bunch of burned trees. And the stone house is still standing. The weird church.
My house?
No.
Oh, that one.
That one. You also see that there are great footprints in the ground, like something really big and heavy was stomping around.
Humanoid or?
Yeah, humanoid. Yeah.
Let's look at. Let's just do a survival here. Okay, here we go. Oh yeah, 22. Good roll. Hey, Nemi, what's going on?
It is a huge construct that is stomping around, and it seems to kind of wander out around in a pattern, and then go back into the big stone building.
Oh, should be careful. This is a construct. Yeah, let's stay the hell away from this thing.
It likely also is fiery somehow. Like it's giving off a lot of heat, and you notice that the trees are all burned, and some of the remnants of the buildings are burned.
Why? We just smash. Nibbles is champion gladiator now.
Marty, Grizak is putting mage armor on himself and on
Sparky?
Yep.
Okay.
And so I'm just yeah, so that's 2 spells.
What is it? Says Callie.
I think we should back away. It's a construct. It's like a thing. It's not really alive, but it's moving. Wizards make them.
It's a thing to smash, though.
No, Nibbles, let's just back off. We don't know what Rene's got over here.
So he's gonna pull him back if he'll let them.
Rene make armor and sword. He don't make that thing.
Well, let's not do this on our own. Let's wait till everybody gets here.
This was a church of Maqual, the god of trade, and it was a vault-like church, like heavy stone. It's still standing. You notice that the 2 front doors have been punched. Like, they were metal doors, but they're bent like something punched it or kicked it, and they're off their hinges, kind of rusting in the open.
Oh, maybe big fiery construct rob bank. We should smash construct.
Yeah, I'm up for smashing, she says. Those footprints are they're pretty big, though.
Big no problem.
Alright, come here. Alright, this is stupid. I don't think we should do this now. Guys, seriously.
You just in case he's putting fire protection on everybody, 1 spell.
Communal protection for fire? Okay.
Actually, it's resist energy communal. Put resist energy communal.
Okay, so everyone's got 20 resist.
That's good, and protection from energy communal fire. What the hell?
Oh, see, you rub poop on us, and we safe now. Let's go. Because that's just how I imagine he casts the spell.
Kind of
I'm putting that.
Yeah, now you're pretty good. You can basically walk into an oven with that.
Kelly laughs. You guys are fun.
Yes.
Yeah,
We always have great fun. Wait till you meet Grintark. Grintark, much fun.
Oh, Grintark is fucked up.
He's the blue guy, right?
Yeah, he's the red guy.
Causes much trouble. He's very funny.
I can't wait, she says. So are we going to go over and have a look to see what this thing is?
Yes. We just look. He's got his axe out.
Okay, Callie's beginning to sneak.
Yeah. Nibbles, I don't think can sneak for crap, so but we're gonna look anyway.
You get a bark skin. Bark skin.
Park skin. Okay, thank you. Gives me a +3 at 9th level.
Is she wearing armor? Right now I'm getting
Yes.
it's a +4,
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah, she wears armor.
Give me a sec. It's a +4 right now, I think.
Yeah.
It's every 3, so 1 + 3 is every 2. For every 3 above 3rd, so yeah, so it's a +4 right now, and I'm gonna throw shield on all of you guys.
I think that's personal.
Oh shit. Yes, it is personnel. Speaking of Sparky.
Okay, could you give me?
You want to get bigger?
Could you give me a stealth check for Callie?
Yeah, stealth check. Okay, I'll do Nibbles first because I just checked what. Oh, yeah, it's okay. +6. Ah, my num. That's why. So that'd be a 13. Not too stealthy. Plus, and Callie.
Can I move your tokens up?
Sure.
Yeah, by all means.
You're getting a invisibility gray. We'll wait on the invisibility later.
Just let me know when he's here.
Okay, you've snuck around the ruins. There's no activity. What you guys can see from the front door is that there's something burning inside there. Like you do see sort of like a flickering fiery light coming from the front door of the ancient church.
Alright.
You can see kind of like smashed tools and some like weird gears, like kind of machine works that have been sort of trampled out of the church. Like maybe there was some sort of construct or industry going on here. None of you really have the skills for that particular
check.
Yeah.
Six images for Grizak.
Okay, Grizak's casting spells.
Okay. Here we go.
Okay, you thought you heard this slight bending of metal, kind of like.
Let's start this party.
He's putting an invisibility grater on you.
On Nibbles?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to open up the combat sheet then for initiative.
Where I go?
Don't go too far. Got a bunch of other things here. Fucking, yeah.
Because I believe that is a round per level spell.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sorcerers are awesome.
Yeah, they are. They're pretty cool.
Oh, it ran out. Let me just do it again for you.
All right, Grizak, give me an initiative, as the spell casting is noisy, and whatever it is moving.
Especially Grizak.
I'm casting some combat buffs.
All right, Nibbles.
Okey-doke.
4?
Nibbles is going to.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, okay.
He's really got nothing. He's invisible. He's just gonna move forward.
I need an initiative roll.
Oh, initiative roll. Sorry.
Yeah.
Nibbles. Why is everything so far away?
And then I need one for Callie as well.
Okay. Yeah, +4 for Callie. All right.
Callie's got a +4. Okay.
Yeah. And +3 for Nibbles. Nibbles got a 6 total.
I just need the 20 number.
And Callie got a 13.
Okay. Yeah, there is a horrible wrenching of metal sound. The fires seem to be coming closer to the door, and then heavy footfalls, like something tremendous cometh this way. Callie is the first to go, so an improved invisibility or greater invisibility goes up. Grizak is level 10.
Yeah, 9.
9?
We're level 9. We're not level 10 yet. Yeah, we are level 10.
This encounter may help. Callie, what you doing?
She is going to...
Wait till I get you a spell.
She has no business being here, to be honest with you.
Wait till I give you my spell.
Okay, she will wait for the Grizax.
Okay, so she's delaying. Grizak?
Let's give her a invisibility greater.
Ooh.
Okay. Alright, Callie?
Callie's going to give herself...
Actually, no, it's the Brass Devil.
Oh, okay.
You guys don't know what it's called, but it'll be a good name for it. It starts marching towards the front of the church. It is big. Bigger than you thought. And let me go to the ruins and unfog this horrible thing.
Oh, that's very big. Oh, no. This terrible idea. Why you let me do this?
This towering brass statue is built to resemble an evil horned humanoid carrying a gigantic curved sword in its metal fists. The ground is shaking as it is walking. It makes this grating noise as it looks over towards the group of you, and it seems to spot you. Or at least the group.
This spot's Grizak, I guess.
So it took a single move, and now it is coming out with its double move. It moves pretty damn quick. Giant strides. The falchion in its hands is raising up. The falchion is burning, as well as a weird crown of like a nimbus of fire between its horns. It seems to be giving off a great amount of heat, like the entire creature is. You could see the air being disturbed, and there seems to be a really big fire in its belly. Like you could see that there are fires inside of it that are building up in its mouth. All right, it took a double move.
I got one more thing for you guys.
Oh, make quick.
Now it's Callie's go.
Grizax is saying there's another spell, so bring on the other spell, I guess.
What do we do against it, is what she says. What do we do against it?
Oh, shit.
It's fun time!
Giant Nibbles, what are you doing?
He's waiting for the spell. He's delaying for the spell.
Haste comes up, and Grizak flies up.
Okay. Grizak.
Actually, Grizak goes. This is rubble?
Yep.
Okay, so Grizak's gonna fly over the rubble. This way.
Okay, so Grizak cast a haste spell. Everyone is hasted. Can you see everyone, Grizak?
No.
I just said stop. Wait a second, I got one more spell.
Whether they're there or not, I cast haste and.
I don't think you can target people you can't see.
Oh, I already know this.
Yep.
Because I've used the spell. I then don't.
I'll let you have cast see invisibility if you have it.
I do.
Okay. Yeah. It's like a 10-minute per level spell.
Yeah. So
haste does go off. You are able to target.
Thank you, Marty.
Yeah.
Thanks, sir.
The Callie and Giant Nibbles are slightly horrified as the creature does look slightly as Grizak's flying away, but you do notice that its head comes back down and is now staring at Callie and Giant Nibbles.
Oh,
y'all should get the hell out of there.
it can see you. Brass Devil. I guess there's a delay, so Nibbles, you're trying to delay.
Yeah, we delayed.
Okay, so you delay until after Grizak, and you're faster than the Brass Devil, so Giant Nibbles does go next.
Shit. Oh, there, I make it that way.
Oh no,
Okay,
the Brass Devil goes
no.
at 8. Sorry, you guys are going at 7. It was
I will move back.
It was in the same pip as Grizak.
Well, Callie, you were a nice cool hurt while you lasted.
Okay, the thing wanders up to here, opens its mouth, and breathes fire on you.
Oh, man, it's just in a Bruce Lee move, dude.
Okay. Reflex saves, I hope.
You guys don't care.
It actually has a free action. This is weird. It doesn't breathe fire. It kind of opens up a bunch of vents, and clouds of smoke and cinders end up filling up a 20-foot cube around it. We'll just make it a 20-foot radius because that's weird. You need to make a reflex save.
Okay, I'll start with Callie. Got haste, so that's +1. She got a 23.
Okay, so does she have evasion?
She does not.
All right, so she takes half, but and that comes off the protection from fire. What level are you again? 9?
Yeah.
So I believe protection from fire is 12 hit points per level.
It maxes out at 120.
Yeah, you're at 108, 108 fire hit points. So,
Yeah.
Callie, you take 23 off the 108.
I'll put that under, yeah, I'll put that under
And then
token.
Giant Nibbles, do you make your reflex save as horrible?
There's a
blocking-
resistance. There's a wait. How much?
That doesn't take effect until the protection's gone.
She doesn't take any damage, right?
No.
Oh, for 23 out of 108. Sorry, got you. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, that counts down,
Nibbles-
and then the resistance happens. Okay, this was surprising.
Nibbles got a
Nibbles
got a 16 on his.
Okay, so you also take the 23, and you can't see the golem anymore. There's choking clouds of blackish smoke and cinders that are swarming all around.
But we knew where it was.
You knew where it was.
it's-
Yep.
All right. All right. Nibbles took 23.
You can hear it moving as well. You can hear like the wrenching sound of it moving.
Wait, was 23 half or full damage?
Full damage.
And Callie only took half of that. So
She made her save. Yeah.
she got a 23.
She can't see it at this point. She can't see beyond 5 feet. So.
She's gonna. This is ridiculous. She's running into the rubble.
Okay, it's difficult
She's
terrain.
gonna wait. Move action. Move action. She's giving herself. Let's see if she's got dodge.
Dodge and mobility. I think you have enough to take both.
She
Level
has
7?
neither. Yeah, she's taking dodge and mobility, and she's getting the heck out of there.
Okay, she's scrambling amongst the old rubble, trying to get away from it. Giant Nibbles.
Giant Nibbles is going after the thing.
Okay, there is no AOO as it created a cloud of cinder and ash that's still swarming around it.
Can we get a knowledge arcana here?
On your turn.
Okay.
And he's gonna rage. Wrong character sheet. Jeez. We got haste. What's -2 for being blind? Or is that a?
Nope. You can see it. You can see creatures within 5 feet. There's just a 20%
Okay,
chance.
so
Yep.
all right. So he sees it, and he's gonna.
You bravely plunge into the cinder storm, and the choking ash and smoke that is coming out of this creature.
Yep. It's plus 25.
Coming out of these weird little vents in the sides of it.
All right, this is a vital strike.
Nice.
See 43.
43. Yeah, you nail it with your axe. There's this
Do you have improved crit?
There's a horrible sound. You
No.
get through the ash and actually strike it in the chest.
Plus 20.
Is your axe adamantine?
No, it is not.
Okay.
Unfortunately. I will have one soon, though, once I've got improved Sunder next level.
56 damage
break-
becomes 41 damage. Holy crap, that's a lot of damage. Burn! The thing kind of stops and is now facing giant Nibbles while he is in the cinder storm.
Is construct for what the fuck?
Grizak, you can't see Nibbles, but you can hear Nibbles doing his work.
Actually, Marty,
Yep.
I'm pretty sure I can. Is this considered a fog?
Yes.
At 9th level, you treat wind effects as being 2 steps less and gain blind sense 60 feet against concealment from natural or magical fog mist or weather effects. So I know where he is.
Yeah, you know what squares he's in. 60 feet. So, yep.
Yep.
You know where the creatures are. You know where Nibbles is, and you know where the brass devil is.
Ja,
You just sort of listen. You're like, you can.
would you look at that?
All right. So knowledge arcana.
Yeah.
What are these things about? Now that I see the goddamn thing, or saw the damn thing. 20.
You're pretty sure this thing is called a brass golem.
Okay, and resistance is.
You don't know them all. What you do know is that adamantine will help fight it. That this thing could probably start forest fires. So, like, this thing running around the town is not a good thing. And you know one additional thing. You know that when this thing dies, it will explode in a fiery torrent.
You'll probably survive that.
Survive what?
Don't worry about it.
So that was a move?
I didn't move.
Yeah, you stood there and thought about the creature for
Okay, yeah, okay, so I'm going to, we drink and walk, air, see 10 DC meters, can't move that round. Alright. Let's see what your, let's do some Sleet Storm. Right on the thing.
Sleet Storm, okay.
Sleet Storm, this is 40-foot radius. So this driving sleet blocks all sight, even dark vision, within it and causes the ground to become icy. Creature can walk within or through the area at half normal speed with a DC 10.
Yeah, that's alright. I don't need it read. What is the radius and where are you centering it?
I'm putting the radius. Let's see, 40 feet would be right at the corner, right about here. So it should avoid Nibbles.
There you go.
Okay.
I'll 5 foot up. I'm going up every round. Like, doot, doot.
Okay, Nibbles, you can no longer see it, as there's this swirling torrent of ice. And,
shouldn't there be 5 feet that he can see?
driving sleet blocks all sight, even dark vision, within the cloud.
Just swing, baby, and get out of there.
The brass
Storm and cloud.
It doesn't do
I'm
any
helping
damage, right?
you.
It's just a icy.
Well, if he moves, he's gonna fall on his arse.
Yeah, there's no resistance against this, so it will work. Okay, it's now the Brass Devil's turn. It can't see, so it's going to move forward. I think it needs to make a reflex save.
Yeah, it's not the greatest, but you know.
It's difficult terrain acrobatics check. Okay. It has no skill in acrobatics, and its dex is 10. So
Awesome.
50-50 chance. It rolls a 14,
Exit.
so it
Oh, you shit.
it is so big that it can go into Nibble's square.
Well, at least I can see it.
Now you see it.
I think it's an AOO as it's entering.
Yeah,
your
I'll
square.
take that AOO.
Yep.
21. AC 40.
Oh, you hammer it hard. However, there is a percent chance because of the cinder storm that you miss it. You end up hitting it. Ah, you hit it right in the leg, and there ashes flying everywhere.
43 damage.
43 becomes 28. 69
Don't you
damage.
continue to vital strike?
Wham! Boom. No.
No. Vital Strike is a standard action.
No, okay.
All right. It looks down at Nibbles and is going to take its full round.
You were buffed. You were buffed.
First is the massive fiery falchion. Yes, falchion with the crit range. Nat 20.
Holy fuck.
41 to confirm. And it misses
that
because
might hit.
it misses because of the mist.
Haha! I'm invincible.
Here you go. I got you covered, buddy.
And then it slams. It kind of knees forward. It slam AC 46.
Yes.
And the torrent of embers. It hits
Barely.
for 20 damage and 7 fire.
Okay, I'll take that.
The blade came really close in towards you. Nibbles, that would have been bad. It would have split your face open.
Alright, and 20 damage becomes 18 after DER. Okay.
How you doing, Nibbles?
At this point, I think at the end of the round, no, it's not the end of the round. Callie. What's Callie doing?
Fuck that! Fuck that!
You guys are crazy.
There's this howling windstorm, snowstorm, and then kind of inside of it, there's this howling cinder storm and black choking fumes, and you can hear Nibbles in the construct just fighting it out. Horrible cacophony of noise and twisted metal
She's just standing there like, this is insane. Like,
All right, so she's just gonna go full defense.
yeah, full
Yeah,
defense.
you should probably get out of here.
She'll use a move action to switch to crane style and crane wing,
Okay.
and go full defense.
she's on the rubble, getting ready. Oh no! Now it's Giant Nibbles' turn.
Oh, Nibbles mad now.
Looking down at you, these horrible fiery eyes.
5. AC 32.
Hits by 2.
Nope. AC 36.
It's a hit.
And plus
What soon?
22, 17.
Big guy.
AC 31.
AC 31 is a hit.
Okay, let's see how many of them actually hit.
First
Hit,
one. Miss.
miss,
And a hit.
and hit. So I will. I'm taking 30 off total.
15 for each hit. Yep.
Yeah, 86 plus 28. Be 56.
Nibbles is a monster.
26. 58 after